It's Lillard. He got the shot off. Lillard, good! Good!
You're now in the House of Blazers.
Aldridge off the feed from Lillard. Blake, another good shake, and he hits the three.
Featuring Coach Josh, Laser Chad,
On the inside, flashback.
Dr. Wheels,
Aldridge faces up and knocks one down.
and the Beard.
Lillard, three. And the Blazers lead by 4.
Welcome to the house.
Samoa with 2.7 seconds ties the game. You gotta be kidding.
Matthews curling. Matthews tough angle.
Live from Blairally Vintage Arcade.
Hold on to your chairs, folks. Here they are.
Welcome to the House of Blazers.
It's House of Blazers right here live at Blairally Vintage Arcade. It's halftime. We just finished watching an exciting close to the first half of the Blazer game. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think LaMarcus had it in him there at the end. I mean, like coming off that Steve Blake pass, just absolutely laying it off at the last second for the
I've
score.
never seen the Beard so excited to see LaMarcus win some points. I never seen it. Beard just went crazy. I think he won something.
We know that the Timberwolves are pretty soft. They're not a challenging team. They're in our division.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if the
They're
Timberwolves
nobodies.
are soft. I hate to go back to my raccoon argument, but aren't the Timberwolves kind of a scary team with Wiggins and some of their young pieces that we have? Are they not as scary as the Blazers were a couple years past?
Well, maybe they're on that level as we were a couple years when we had some guys that were good, but they're super young. They're way young. These guys are just out of college. They're hurt. They just lost their hero, and Kevin Love has just left their team, and now they're starting over again with a bunch of young players. And I think they are scary in the future, but right now they're just young.
They're just that one level above Sixer status right now. You know, but because they got Mo from Portland, which is probably the best thing they could have done since losing Kevin. So they have somebody that knows something on there, but like Josh was saying, Coach Josh was saying, they're too young to really grasp some kind of significant advantage.
I want to just say before you
Please
get into
do.
it,
Please
is
do.
that I don't think they're anywhere close to the Sixer status. They're more than just 2 levels. They're like about 20 because the Sixers are the worst team ever right now.
Okay.
You can't get any worse than that. That's like the bottom of the barrel right there.
You
Bottom
are
of the barrel,
absolutely.
But the Wolves are 3-9.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Hey, that's still 3 times as many wins as the Sixers have.
True. But the only thing that intrigues me is that our former Blazer, Mo Williams, happens to be playing for the Timberwolves.
Hey, the king of shoulder hair is back, and you know what? He's gonna shoot. He's getting way more points than assists.
What'd you say about no hair November?
It's no shave November. It's no shave Movember.
Because he
Ooh, I
doesn't
like
shave his shoulders.
No,
but
you
No,
watch a
Matt.
game in HD, you're gonna see some shoulder hair if you got Mo Williams up on the screen.
most of us don't have HD, but we take your word for it. But Mo did say before pregame that he would hold Damian Lillard to his season low of shooting.
But Wesley is covering them. They're not playing against each other.
True.
But we're like soap opera kind of people. We love that kind of drama.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the fact that Mo Williams said that.
And you know
because
that's gonna fire Lillard up.
Lillard watches some social media, you know what I mean? He's a follower of our podcast. I don't know if you guys knew that, but
well, right
they
now,
all are.
Lillard's 1 for 5 in the first half with 4 points.
That's
One
okay.
rebound, 3
That's
assists.
okay though.
well, that sounds like a Mo Williams prediction to me. That sounds like shoulder hair don't lie.
There's still another half a game left,
There
and you
is.
know Lillard comes out and balls in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he does.
Coach Josh, do you think Lillard's a little scared by Mo's outcome? Because him and Mo were homeboys. They probably
Not
still
at all.
are.
Not at all. I don't think he's scared at all.
didn't
He just like he says, he just plays the game like it is. He's just gonna do it when the game comes to him. He's gonna play it. If
I think
it's not coming to him,
Lillard's
it's not
happy.
gonna play.
Lillard's happy to see Mo again. He feels
Well,
good.
Yeah.
They're buddies.
He
They're
ain't
buddies.
shooting good right now, but he feels good, and he's gonna come back out like he always does in the second half and hit buckets.
Last season during free agency sort of rumblings, didn't Damian Lillard come out and say that Mo Williams was his number 1 signing that he felt the Portland Trailblazers should really make it a run at?
But
Yeah, of
James
course he
was
did.
young at that time.
young at that
I
time.
bet he
He's 6 months
Less
older
than a
now,
year.
so that works.
I bet he reneges that comment and says Chris Kaman was the best signing that ever happened to Portland.
No, I'm sure he's going to
Who
still go
says
back
that?
on his Mo Williams comments because him and Mo are buddies. I think they're going to. I think he wanted him. He wanted him bad, and it just didn't work
but
out.
Mo is a good backup point guard, correct?
Yes.
And
Mo
he's starting
is
for them.
Mo is a great point guard with the ball in his hands, with underachievers around him when he can take that green light. You know, Mo Williams undeservedly got the Steve Snapper Jones green light for shooting last year, but I didn't like it. I felt that Mo Williams chose to shoot at the wrong time. I think Steve Blake is an absolute upgrade at a backup. And go ahead and play the ace card right there is Chris Kaman, his best friend from L.A.
Well,
I can't complain with that. No.
Tonight, Mo is 4 for 10. He's got 11 points, 3 assists, 2 boards.
Oh, wow.
That's a quicker start than Dame has got.
He's doing it.
He is doing it, but
steals.
he's the
2
only
steals.
option in Minnesota right now. With the kind of injuries and the kind of things that have befallen this team, do you not feel that Mo Williams, with his shoot-first mentality, is obviously going to get those kind of numbers in a first half?
But if he's going to be in the shoot-first mentality, the Blazers are going to pick that up, and they're going to get all over him. He's got to get his teammates open against the Portland's defense if he wants the Timberwolves to win. Mo cannot win this all by himself.
We've always been live by the 3, die by the 3.
Always.
We're 6 for 15. They're 2 for 5. We're over 40% for threes. That's keeping us in this game.
Yeah.
I've also seen some errant threes, some mistaken threes, and things like that. And hey, Terry Stotts is no dummy either. He knows Mo Williams'
And we're up-
offense.
we're up by 8.
He knows how Mo Williams plays. Mo Williams is going to come in and shoot.
Yes.
And then in the second half, you make some adjustments. And then also, he's not going to hit all his shots. We saw it fail us when Mo Williams was wearing the red and black of my beloved
I agree.
Trailblazers.
The two stats that kind of strike me is important. We're shooting 1,000 from the free throw, so we're 4 for 4. They're shooting.
That's 1,000.
They're
I like
2
it.
for 3.
That's a good reference there.
You must be using the metric system.
Also, we're out rebounding. We're up 9 on them.
That's good.
First half up 9. That's a pretty good stat. Right?
Very nice. What's the turnovers? You got turnovers on you?
Just not to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt all you guys, but did you guys order any bites or wings? Because there's a bunch down at the bar. Just sitting
I
there.
ordered wings.
Those are mine.
You know, and just to remind everybody, we do this live
They
at
look-
Blairally Vintage Arcade,
mine.
right
Check,
here
check.
in the heart of the
Check.
historic Whiteaker
Check.
district.
Check.
What?
They looked really good.
No,
They
the
looked
wings are
really
good. We've got a whole
The
new
wings
wing
are
product.
great.
We got a whole
I
new
had
wing
check.
product.
several
Check.
myself.
They
Nick,
smelled good too.
Don't eat my wings. I'm going
I
to do
wanted
this
to. I wanted to.
podcast. I'm going to go back. There's a pile of wings. It looks like a mountain of wings over there on the bar.
That's how they treat us here.
And folks, we're essentially sitting in the 200 section compared to the bar right now at Blairally Vintage
That
Arcade.
girl's gonna eat our wings, I think.
No.
That girl's
Don't eat
gonna
our wings.
Those are our wings.
Don't eat the
Those
wings.
are ours.
Get off the wings.
Where's
But
our wings?
here we are at Blair
That guy
Alley.
can-
It's
that guy
halftime
can
after
have
the
some. Let
Blazer
him have
game.
some.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, he can have a wing.
To answer the Beard's question about turnovers, he was questioning. We have 9, they got 5. So
Okay,
it's,
well, it's
that's not a-
expected.
yeah, it's not a
It
big
could be
deal.
worse, definitely.
We've been kind of throwing the ball loosey goosey because I think we're taking this game loosey goosey.
You can have somebody you want, man.
I don't know.
So compared to the Memphis Grizzlies game, what do you think?
Look at those bites.
How
Oh
much
my
fired
gosh.
up were we at that game? Even though we lost that game, they're 9-2, 10-2 now. That was a game to get up for.
Grizzlies is 2 up on us, I think.
They're not 9-2 anymore.
Well, the Grizzlies came and played a game they were up for. That's absolutely true. The Blazers were healthy in a winning streak and probably feeling a little cocksure about that winning streak, which prevented them taking Memphis seriously. Zebo is no mystery to the Blazers. Zebo is going to put up his numbers.
He did.
And also, if there's anybody
Gasol.
on the Memphis Grizzlies that can play LaMarcus Aldridge,
Marc
it's
Gasol.
Zach Randolph. He knows that guy's moves. He knows the spin that goes nowhere like the back of his hand. He's got drawn in Sharpie on his arm.
You know, I think there was a lot of other players playing for the Grizzlies on that game that were doing more than we thought they were going to do. It wasn't just Zach Randolph taking over. There was like a really good collective of movement and shots that were hitting. They were hitting shots, and I can't,
Well, we lost by
We lost.
we lost by 13. LaMarcus had 19 and 10. Dame had 20 and 4. Wesley had another back-to-back 26. He had 28th in the game before that.
Beautiful.
So Wesley's putting it in. But what hurt us was, you're right, the Randolph, the 14 and 13. That's pretty good numbers right there.
No.
14
What really
and 13,
really?
teen and teen. There should be an award for
Well,
teen and teen.
the star of that game was Mike Conley, 21, 9, and 10.
Should have
Almost-
drafted Conley.
He messed around, almost had a triple-double.
Well, you know what? The thing is, we just got back from a road trip, and it's this game right here is always a trap game. No matter what you came out of that road trip, you're always gonna have a really good chance of losing that first game back at home. You know, we got home, they probably got really good rest, and they're really tired, and they're just tired. And we had to play a really good game. We only had one guy that played a good game. LaMarcus had a horrible game. Lillard had a horrible game.
They were
Wesley was the
bad,
only
they were
one who
bad,
played
and
good.
that road trip we
The
killed
road
it.
trip was awesome. We killed that road trip, but then we came
It
back
was-
home and we didn't even make a game of it, really.
It was a soft road trip, though. I mean,
Yeah, but no game
one
soft.
scare. I think we had maybe one scare that wasn't that bad.
Wasn't it Blazer Chad that gave us the raccoon metaphor of how losing teams could be that raccoon trapped in a garbage can? That you
The
don't wanna-
Grizzlies does not pertain to that at all.
No. They're top of the game.
That,
Well,
that was contender.
You
against
guys sound
contender.
like some bandwagon fans right now, getting all scared like a bunch of Ponzi hairdressers.
Oh,
You guys are in the salon talking gossip about how bad the Blazers are. We're not that bad.
No, we're great.
We're not that bad.
I don't think we're
a
talking
great
that.
team. We're a great. I hate to offend you guys, but come on now. Come on now. Get excited for tonight.
So between the Memphis game and tonight's game,
Cookies.
who is your star bench player? Who is the best off the bench?
Obviously,
Memphis
that's
tonight?
one guy.
Crab,
came
man.
in.
Crab is hitting threes.
Kamen,
Tonight?
Blake maybe.
Tonight's
Crab,
game,
Crab is
Crab
3
so
for 3
far.
from 3 land.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
We've been doing the crab pinchers every time he hit a 3 tonight.
Crab attack.
With our Blazer
crab
what is it?
attack.
Sriracha chicken bites. 5 for $1.
I just swallowed one. It's incredible. Just enough.
They're
Don't
spicy.
choke, dude. Don't
They're
choke.
spicy.
I know. I'm not going to choke. I am. I will choke thinking, gushing in excitement over Alan Crabb. Alan Crabb, all of a sudden, has proven to me I'm not that worried about where is T-Rob. I'm not that worried about that little milk
CJ.
carton. Where is T-Rob?
Where's CJ?
CJ's
less
injured.
carrying.
Of course,
I know.
he's not going to be
But
there.
I
You
miss
got to get
him.
him a pass.
I miss CJ because he's that guy that sparks us off the bench.
No, he's
T-Rob
not. It's
has
all
to
Alan
tell you he's
Crab.
gonna come
Alan
back.
Crab.
When CJ's feeling better and he's ready to come back, he will and he will play.
Feeling better. You sound like a grandmother. Well, when the grandchildren are feeling better, they can make the travel. No. You know what? He's injured. I want T-Rob not to
trade
feel
him.
very good right now.
Trade
Have a
him.
gnawing in his gut that says, why am I not playing? Why am I CMPD?
Because he needs to do something. He needs to do something in practice.
Decision? CD. DNPCD.
I got
EFG.
something to say about that.
Oh, he's got something to
You
say.
know who's someone on the Blazers roster that hasn't had a great bowel movement since the season started? Victor Claver.
He's so angry right now.
He hasn't played 1 minute this whole year.
He's so
That's
mad.
not true. I
He's
think
not
he got
hurt.
He got a couple minutes.
Maybe the first couple games.
30 seconds.
He is going to get shipped off. He's
Dude.
the number one ship off.
He's grumpy cat right now.
Oh yeah,
He's
like,
so grumpy.
He's playing out of stretch. He knows what's going on. He's going to play out of stretch, and he's going to get a big contract in Europe, and he'll be fine. He's just
I
waiting
don't
to
think
see what
money
he
is
can
what
do.
he's
that's
worried
all we
about.
see
I just
of
think
him.
that he probably wanted to be a Blazer. He wants to be a Blazer. He wants to play, but the competition within the team itself right now is so high, especially picking up Kamen and Blake. Everybody is fighting tooth and nail for a spot to get on that court and show Portland and us here in Eugene what the Blazers is all about.
Deliver me from Drazen Petrovic and Rudy Fernandez. This is a broken record I've heard before. The Euro player that shines just a little bit with the Blazers, and we tend to see the best of them when they're suited up for somebody else.
Yep, I agree.
And it sucks because Batum for us is a star.
We
He's a Euro star.
hit the bullseye with Batum. Chose well, and we also signed well.
And Arvydas Sabonis was another star.
Another star. Blazer for life.
Detlef Shrimp?
Not a Blazer for life.
He played for us for like a year.
And then that neck injury, man. That neck injury was horrible. Old Detlef couldn't look left or right. He could only look straight ahead like a Clyde Drexler dunk.
It turned out we were allergic to shrimp.
I thought we were
Allergic to shrimp.
Allergic
I thought
to
it was
shrimp. We had
Strickland
shellfish
because when we
injury.
brought Strickland in that year, we just got food
Rod-
poisoning or something.
Rod Strickland,
Rod Strickland,
Hot Rod was the man.
not that one year. We traded from him from San Antonio, I think, or something. We brought him in.
He
and
was drafted by the Knicks. I think he ended up with San Antonio before he became a Blazer. I loved Hot Rod.
No, I love
how
Rod Strickland. There's great memories of Rod Strickland. His second tour was not so great. I was excited because I wanted that. I'm sorry, I'm still chewing on my sriracha chicken bites at
$5 for $1.
Cents
Keep talking.
cents a piece. Rod Strickland was going to be a savior, the point guard we always needed. We needed a point guard after the Terry Porter era desperately. Did we not? We needed a guy like that to be coming off the bench, and Rod Strickland just couldn't be that guy with the Portland Trailblazers.
You're talking about his second string.
His second stint.
Yeah, no, he
was
wasn't.
not going to be that guy.
No, I knew it though. I was like, why did we get him?
We were sort of on that turn towards Damon Stoudemire as it was. You know, Rod Strickland, as history goes, we can't change that, was not going to be the Blazer, was not going to be the Portland Trailblazer that we would have in the long term. We were looking at other people already. Oh, are we trying to wrap already, seeing the game's going to start, getting all stressed out?
Game start, man. I got to go watch.
Look, they're practicing and they're not even doing anything.
These are replays. Don't let
calm down,
Beard.
Sportsnet
Calm down,
fool you.
Beard.
Do you think Kevin Love has any kind of butt hurt for the T-Wolves? Does he have a little left my heart in San Francisco type of thing? Like, does he have a little left
Did
my
he
heart?
leave
I'm
or
not
did they
quite
get
sure
rid of
what-
him?
Well, he
Yeah, that's
wanted a
all confused.
ring. Do you think he's going to get that ring in Cleveland?
He's got a better shot in Cleveland than he
Not
did in
this
Minnesota.
year. Not this year.
They don't have Kevin Garnett and Sprewell.
Cleveland's got a lot of work, even though they've been picking it up lately. But they still have a lot of work in the season to get.
They don't
to
have
that
as
point.
much. They don't have much work as anybody else in the league does because they have LeBron James on their team. When
Because
you
of their
bring-
talent, yeah.
You got LeBron James on your team. You don't have to do as much work as everybody else.
Well, there's a.
How far is that going to go until they start?
It went far
No,
in
better
Miami.
be quick. Better be quick because there's money on the line there.
Well, I'm a little concerned about those kind of teams manufacturing championship contenders. Now, we aren't guilty as Blazer fans, Trader Bob Whitsitt. We manufactured a team to contend in the West. We were only supposed to get past the Lakers with Trader Bob. So we see what happens when a president
Game
and
started.
a management group and even an ownership group decides that paying salaries and luring players, a la Kevin Love, into situations where it's a short-term commitment, a short-term win. I'm not a big fan of that. I want to be a cornerstone franchise that has Blazers for life, and we win our championship on our terms with our players.
I agree. And I wish some of the other staff online would agree with us too.
Well, they're watching the game.
They're watching
Hey,
the
we're live right now at Blairally Vintage Arcade.
Third quarter
We're
just
watching the
started.
game. You know, again, if you were sitting 15 seats back at the Blazer game, that's about as far back as our action is.
The T-Wolves are saying the same thing we used to say. We're in a rebuilding year. Rebuilding year. Nobody wants to hear that term. Rebuilding year is for quitters. That means you're going to lose, but there's a reason why you're going to lose. You're rebuilding your squad.
Well, are the Timberwolves, are you saying that the Timber Puppies are in a rebuilding year?
That's what they say. Flip Saunders even, they're
When
loud
you
about
say
it.
they, you mean Facebook.
I mean, Flip Saunders out of his own mouth says Timberwolves are rebuilding here. This is his second stint with the team. So you're a coach coming back to a coach you got fired from.
Hey, imagine you're a player. You're 20, 21, 22 years old. You're in the NBA draft and you get hit. Guess what?
Wiggins.
You get to go to the Timberwolves. What
Well,
kind of weather is in Minnesota? What
Ice.
kind of
Snow.
What kind of
Ice.
what kind of population is in Minnesota? I mean, isn't Minnesota
White
where Fargo
ice.
was filmed? Is that what you have to
that
expect?
was North
Is strip?
Dakota.
No, was it? Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, Wiggins' situation is actually even worse because he was actually thinking, he got drafted by Cleveland, and he's like, I'm going to go play with LeBron. I'm playing with LeBron. I'm playing with the LeBron.
Traded.
No, Wiggins got the big wah 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 wah.
You going to
wah.
Minnesota
Yeah.
for a rebuild.
Well, here's Wiggins now playing for the Minnesota
With 2 or 3
Timberwolves
seasons
in
of
the
dog
dead of
shit.
winter in a winter sport. It's good for him.
Is Ricky Rubio still alive?
He's hurt. He's hurt.
He's been hurt since he started.
In and out, yeah, in and out.
Don't you
It's
talk
horrible.
bad about Ricky.
I liked him.
He's a horrible
awesome.
basketball player.
Whatever.
No,
I
he's
hate Rubio.
delicious.
And you're a horrible hippie.
He was a delicious prospect
Because I'm younger and sexier. No.
because Kev Love took the brunt of the work. Ricky Rubio was just supposed to dish it out. Now Kev Love's gone. Ricky Rubio has to put brunt on his shoulders. It's not there.
Well, Ricky Rubio is all about the flair. Ricky Rubio is going to take the hardest path from A to B. He doesn't make the easy pass. He makes the hardest pass.
That's
No,
what
it's
that's what
not.
makes him
No.
a great assist guy, though.
He doesn't do the hard passes. He does the fancy passes.
He adds too much flair. Flair equals mistake.
Whatever.
If he spent as much time in the practice
Fun.
working on his shot than he did on dishing the ball, he'd be a great player. But he's nothing. He's unless you're going to give him the lane wide open, he'll take it then. But as you put a guy in the lane to contest him, he's going to dish it. Cover the passing lanes. Get the ball. I don't know why people aren't stealing from Rubio more.
Well, are you subscribing to the Ricky Rubio as the next Pete Maravich mentality?
No, it sounds like he says
was
he's
quoted
horrible.
as that.
I just think he's not good.
He was supposed to be the next Pete Maravich.
Well, there's a lot of next Pete Maraviches that we've seen in the league that haven't necessarily panned out.
I like him. I think he's good. I don't know what you guys are smoking.
Right now it's
I want some of it.
42-52. Portland's got a 10-point lead. LA's got 16-9. Is that a good start for him?
Excellent start for LA. You double those numbers, he usually gets his motor running in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
he's
he's-
going to add 10. Add 10.
Dame's still got 4 though.
Damian will wake up. He'll start hitting that 3. He's going to start doing something for real. That's usually his game too. I'm convinced.
You don't think Mo knows something about him that he doesn't want to put on air?
Mo Williams can only stop Lillard so much. Even in practice, I'm sure he couldn't just stop the attack. The 10 feet, the 9 feet, the 8 feet behind the three-point
Well,
line.
Dame's not even pulling the trigger that much. Usually he's got at least 10 shots in the first half.
He's waiting until the
got
fourth
4.
quarter. He's going to blow up. It's going to be Dame time. Dame time, fourth
Absolutely.
quarter.
That's
we get to
right.
see the Dame face in the fourth quarter when it
Third
matters.
quarter's Wesley Matthews.
Wesley's
Getting
been on
hot
fire.
behind that
Last
arc.
3 games, Wesley's putting up numbers.
Wesley's hitting the 3, and that's one thing that's defined his game this year is an absolute solid production of just pouring three-pointers into the basket. I've been impressed. I didn't think a small 2-guard, he's not a small guard, he's a small 2-guard. I didn't think he could shoot over people with the efficiency that he does. Most commonly, Wesley is draped by defenders and is still hitting his shot at a great clip.
Wesley's always going to be the undefeated hero. He came for free agency, got traded. I believe he could start any other team.
But will there be recognition for Wesley? If Wesley is able to continue
He has a
what
chance
he's
to be
doing
an
right now
all-star. If he
throughout
puts
the,
up those
that's what I'm
numbers,
saying. Does he have a chance?
that would
all-star
redeem
status.
everything.
No. He's
I
just
disagree. I think Wesley Matthews can always be the asterisk next to his name that says this kid was undrafted, went free agency first.
They'll make a
and he
Lifetime
made
movie
it,
about him,
and he got a starting position midway through his rookie career.
right?
he doesn't score enough consistently. He's a great player. I love that guy to death. I want him on my team forever. But he just doesn't score enough consistently, and that's
Coach
making him a
Josh,
superstar.
let me ask you this question. Do you personally own a Wesley Matthews bobblehead?
No, I do not.
The get off the porch.
Do you have one?
I currently have a bid on eBay.
Oh, okay. So
Go
there we
get the hose.
So
I'm watching one on an Etsy store.
yeah, I'm trying to get it. Trying to get that one. But no,
Oh, Rolo
we've always
hitting
been
free
diehard
throws.
Wes's. I don't have a jersey. Does anybody have a West
I'm a
jersey?
huge Wesley Matthews. I'm a fan of him even on Instagram, Wesley West 2, Instagram. Thank you very much. I follow everything he does. That kid's a hard worker.
Laser ball.
He's a hustler. He's like a Dennis Rodman get vertical in a 2-guard's body. I like the guy.
Ronnie Turioff.
I'm ready.
Do you have Coach Josh?
Yes, that's me.
Would you or could you touch the rim right now if we had a hoop outside?
Yes, I could do it
Okay.
easily. I could probably.
I just want to keep checking with Josh.
If you feed him more beers, he'll say he can snatch quarters off the top of the backboard.
That's how he blows a hamstring, and he can't drive his kids to school because he blew a hamstring out.
He might grab in front or
I could
other than in
stand
back. You
underneath
got to
it
be
and jump
careful.
flat-footed and touch it.
See, we're watching the game as
Let's go
it
watch
happens.
the game. Let's go watch it. And cut
No, I
this
think,
out.
fans, I tell you what, we're stressing out. We're all distracted watching the game right now at Blairally Vintage Arcade. But thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to our take, our blue-collar take on your Portland Trail Blazers.
But don't go
And
nowhere. We're coming back.
We're not, well, no, we can't tonight. It's game show every
Oh,
Sunday at Blair
snap.
Alley. We got to shut it down short tonight. We only get halftime and a little bit of the third quarter. We got this game show, which is free to play and
That's
very
true.
exciting.
That's
It's
true.
like Price is Right meets Let's Make a Deal, all wrapped up into one.
All wrapped up under one. But that's why we're doing a little halftime performance tonight. Like we're performers. And we
Halftime performers?
what we can.
So all 7 of you that have downloaded our podcast, we don't
have
mean
that
to-
many?
We don't. Yeah, absolutely. We jumped from 4 to
epic.
7. It was like magic.
we also have an Instagram where you can catch us. Chad, what's our Instagram?
House of Blazers at Instagram. It's easy. You
House
just
of
hashtag Instagram, House of Blazers. That's us. We're going to put all kinds of Blazer art, all kinds of Blazer trivia, and we're going to be here once a week for a game. You follow us, we'll follow you. You twitty me, we twitty you.
We Twitter you back. We like to follow
Facebook.
people. Facebook. Once
I
in a
will
while,
give
we'll
you
touch
shout
it.
outs.
Close us out.
We are still the only Eugene Blazerbot podcast out there right there.
South of Beltline, it's House
South
of
of
Blazers
Beltline.
right
House of
here at
Blazers,
Blairally Vintage
baby.
Arcade. You know what? I'm
Down
Blazer
by-
Chad, and I'm glad that all of you were able to listen to our podcast. Let's hope you're downloading it because this is a layered podcast. You need to listen to it 2 and 3 times to get all the humor. It's like a Fairley Brothers movie. Beard, how you doing tonight? You ready to
Epic,
go?
man. I'm doing great. I'm doing excellent.
You ready to go? You ready to watch the
I'm
rest of this
ready
game?
for this. I'm
We
ready.
still have a few more minutes
I'm waiting
left
on you
of the
guys.
podcast.
We do.
We got
I'm
about
trying to get out of here.
5 or 6 minutes left.
5 or 6
minutes?
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, really?
We're going to catch
yeah,
the fourth
yep.
quarter live.
Oh,
after
yeah.
Well, I'll
this.
tell
yeah.
you what, I wanted to add to my best hair Blazers top
Please
fighting.
do, please
well,
do.
I said Brian Grant would be my starting power forward at my Blazers all
So
time.
it's by position.
It's by position. You have to have a starting 5 best haircuts.
Robert
Okay.
Pack, point guard.
Yeah, Robert Pack
Haircuts?
could
Oh my
be
gosh.
the point guard. That's really, really close. I wasn't going to go there yet. I wasn't
Isaiah
gonna get
Ryder,
crazy.
2 guard.
No.
What about
he didn't
Dudley?
have hair that
I think
make it
Dudley had a
change.
nice
He would always
haircut.
get little
You talking
designs.
Chris Dudley's Yale legal haircut? No.
I think he's a professional, you know. It
Not
makes you
on
want to
my-
trust him.
Not on my
The
all
haircut
hair
says, hey,
team.
you could trust me.
Scottie Pippen's hot dog pack.
Scottie Pippen had a nice little fro going. It was like 1968 ABA.
He
It was
had
good.
one of those
Couple
those Russian tank helmets they used to wear. It was just like hot dogs stacked on his head.
Hot dogs.
You were always hating on Pippen when we had him. I remember many an argument. You never liked Pippen. Why
I
is
loved
that?
him as a player, but that guy was ugly as all get out. The only dude that was scarier looking than him was Sam Cassell.
You don't got to be pretty to play
Not
basketball, man.
True.
No, it's
That's
true.
That's a sad statement. We might have to censor this whole podcast because you said that.
So
Sam
you-
Cassell was an ugly dude.
So you think I just said that the only dude uglier than Scottie Pippen was Sam Cassell,
I
right?
heard you,
Sam
and that's
Cassell was ugly.
Are you
ugly.
Are you trying to say Scottie Pippen's uglier or?
Scottie
Not
Pippen
at
had
all.
a huge nose, and his fro was kind of peeled back like it was a microphone.
I liked it. It was like an old school microphone, something you see on The Price is Right. I like that thing.
But as for Blazers' all-time haircuts, Mark Bryant had a delicious
Mark
box.
Bryant,
Bryant at power forward.
absolutely, power forward. Mark
Cliff
Bryant.
Robinson center.
Cliff had a big box, tall box. Allah Abdul Nabi had a nice little cut line in his little fro that
You
I
know,
appreciated.
If we could, I hate saying this because everybody hears this. If we could have had Sabonis in the '80s,
Oh, that mullet.
he would have started
Yeah.
with his
mullet.
He had a
that
mullet.
mullet. Did you see that mullet when he
It
was
was
playing
huge.
David Robinson, dunking on him all up in the Olympics?
He had a huge wavy
Duncan.
mullet.
Not Tim Duncan.
I'm gonna keep
Slam
working on
Duncan.
a slam dunk, and I'm going to keep working on my Blazers all-time hair team. I'm working on it, you know. And Crash might have a little guest appearance on it. I'm going to need to come up with a 6-man, but I'm going to get closer. I'm going to get Rick Adelman had some wild and woolly hair.
So
you know what I mean?
Let's put that to rest. Let's just say who had the top 2 people all-time NBA haircuts.
I'm down with that.
Who is it? Who had the all-time top 2 ever NBA
Ewing.
hairdos?
Dr. J. Dr.
Ewing.
J.
Curtis J. Afro?
Dr. J's afro when it was all pulled out and when it was like I had little points
I
and
think that
stuff.
was
When
ABA.
Ewing had the high
Artis
top.
Gilmore for the Chicago Bulls,
Artis
and Adam
Gilmore.
Morrison for whoever he played for.
Adam Morrison's mustache?
Remember when Dale Davis did those weird little pin rubber band things when he had like 900 little points all
Dookie
over his
rolls.
hair?
The Dookie roll.
Dookie rolls.
I didn't know that was called that, but
I didn't either, but it sounds about
I'm a little
right.
These are
embarrassed. I
Dookie
heard it.
dreads.
I would have to say, as much as I hate to say, Bill Walton had a mean mop and some lettuce up top.
Well, Bill Walton had an unkept hairdo. That's all he had. He moved to a town where he didn't have a barber and he didn't know what to do. After he had come from UCLA, where the coach told him how to wear his hair, he finally got to get paid and wear the hair he wanted to wear.
What about Ben Wallace?
Ben Wallace had some woolly hair.
It was like buckwheat. He looked like buckwheat in a headlock.
Well, here we
You
go.
kind of Wheels. I think you kind of resemble a Ben Wallace bobblehead.
Hey,
You got a Ben Wallace beard, that's for sure.
I can still touch the backboard and slap layups away. I'm not afraid of it.
I don't believe that.
Watch me. Bring a backboard in here.
Are we going to still overlook Rolo? I know he's like new to the team, but like, doesn't Rolo have a place in this hair
He's got
competition?
sideshow Bob hair.
I'm so scared of the second year of his contract that I want to make sure before I fall completely in love, kissing on the mouth kind of marriage with Rolo, I want to make sure we re-sign.
At
Oh,
this
we'll
rate,
re-sign
it's
it.
going to resign. At this rate, it will be.
Well, I don't know at this rate. A lot of people are looking at the Blazers right now as a team that you want to copy, rebuild, hire some people from, maybe an assistant general manager, or maybe getting a starting center from them.
Or maybe hiring Neil O'Shea away from us.
That's right. I mean, we're losing. I don't want to lose anybody of this package.
He did the same thing to the Clippers, and they're pretty good.
Nobody's going away this season. Nobody's
Well,
going away
no,
this
we
season.
can't. Yeah, right. No
Next
one's
season.
leaving
Let's
this
see what
season.
happens at the end of this season before we decide or start speculating on what's going to happen to our team and our staff for the next season. Let's just do what we got and say this is it.
We're
It's our
like
run.
a knitting circle here. We gossip. We talk about the Blazers. We're like a bunch of old ladies all
can I
freaked out about their neighbor.
Can I
Right,
step
right.
in like Chip Kelly and say, one game at a time?
One game at a
Win
time.
the
Thank
day.
you, Wheels.
Win
Thank
the
you,
day.
Doc.
Hey, we
Doctor.
got a future to look out forward to, and this future is built on the past, so we need to look to the day to build the future.
And we're balling out. And not to look forward to the future, but our next games are Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday. Denver, Indiana, New York, and Detroit.
Oh, it's like
Losers.
half and half.
They're all
And
losers.
At, a home, and an at.
Ooh.
So another little road trip coming down the pipe.
That's like some secret language with
we-
the at and the this
Do
and
we-
the that. This sounds like a Seussian sort of talk
We have
right
an
any
now.
away
winners?
to Denver.
Do we play any winter teams?
We have an away at Denver.
got a winning record?
A home at Indiana, and then 5 games on the road: New York,
wow.
Detroit, Minnesota, Chicago, Indiana. Thank God Reggie Miller's not playing for him.
Hey, thank God we're getting a soft schedule at the beginning of the year because when the All-Star break happens, the proof's in the pudding. Let's see who's coaching the team, and let's just have a little guess right now how many Blazers on the All-Star team this year.
I
2.
hope for 2. I would love Batum to get on there.
Too. But
He
Batum's not
earned
playing
He
like it.
deserves
No, Batum's not going to
He's
make
not
it.
playing like
He's
it,
not gonna make
He
sadly.
just doesn't have the numbers, but he has better all-around numbers than anybody in the NBA.
It's going to be Aldridge and Lillard again. One of them will be starting, I believe. I don't know if both of them will. I would like to have Wesley go in, but I don't think that we're going to get 3 guys to go to All-Star.
I
Well,
think,
I would love it.
I think
No, I
maybe
want
they-
5 guys. I want
All
the
5
entire
guys.
starting 5 to
All
be
5.
all Portland Trailblazers.
I'd love that, but we'd have
That'd
to
be
start
great.
winning a lot more games to get that. If we go on a streak from here on out, then yeah,
That
we'll get all starting
goes
fives, but
goes
no.
back to my last prediction of we need at least 65 wins. And
I
we're
like
not going to get that.
65 wins. I want to set some records in Portland.
Shot clock violation.
Hey guys, I see all the game show people. Here's Elliot, here's his host, there's his sound guy. Maybe we should think about wrapping this up to let
And
them
the
start
sexy
setting up for their
assistant.
Sunday night game show here at Blairally
All right,
Vintage
we want to
Arcade.
thank everybody for joining us. Our little halftime podcast. We had to squirt one out real quick. From the beard
Yo.
to the coach to the Blazer Chad, I am Dr. Wheels. We want to thank you for joining. We'll see you next time.
Rip
Rip
City.
Oh, that was whack. One
It
more
was
time.
whack.
1, 2, 3.
Rip City.